And there's this kid who created an AI app, 18 years old, and he's made $1.4 million.
That's top dog aura right there.
So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll give my thoughts. All right, let's rock out.
To be 18 and have a Lamborghini, honestly, feels kind of awesome. I think a lot of people will use age as something that is a self-limiting belief, but I didn't buy into any of that. When I've wanted to do something, I will just go and do it. This has helped me with learning to code at such an early age, getting into entrepreneurship at such an early age, and then anything else along the way. My name is Zach Yadagari. I'm 18 years old and the co-founder and CEO of CalAI, an app where you can just take a picture.
So he's the owner of that shit that I've been seeing on my goddamn phone on Instagram and shit. So he's the owner of that. Interesting.
And then it will automatically calculate the calories and macros for you.
My app brings in about $1.4 million a month after the App Store's cut.
We reinvest most of the money back into the app from CalAI.
So let's take a look at that. So gross profit, $8 million, advertising and marketing, $4 million, payroll expenses, $910,000, contract labor, $518,000, office expenses, $393,000, legal and accounting services, $76,000, travel, $12,000, general business expenses, $3,000, entertainment, 2 bands, well, 3 bands, round up, meals, $900.
Into the app from CalAI. But whenever there's enough cash left over, we will pay out dividends to ourselves. Most recently, I personally was paid $100,000 from dividends. Most of the money I've made from the app so far, I've actually spent. I recently bought a Lamborghini, which, some will say it's an irresponsible thing to buy at my age. But I think that it's always something I've dreamed of getting, and it's only going to have diminishing returns as I get older. I'm not that materialistic. I don't have many things that I plan to buy past that. And therefore, I'm probably going to just start saving.
I hope he bought it cash. Yadagar, if you haven't listened, if you ain't tapped into the Patreon, Yadagar, listen, we're going to teach you how to save the money. We're going to teach you how to save the money. Put your money in the proper investments. Tap into the Patreon, big dog.
A few years ago, I started working out. I was a really skinny kid growing up, and I wanted to put on muscle, honestly, to impress girls at my school. So I started going to the gym, weightlifting, and didn't really see many results. And so after getting some advice from someone at the gym, I downloaded one of the most popular apps at the time. I started using it, and 3 days in, I quit. And that's because the app required me to weigh my food on a scale, type in everything I was eating. It was unsustainable for my lifestyle. Fast forward about a year or two, and ChatGPT and all of these other AI technologies started releasing. And so along with my co-founders, we hypothesized that we could build an app where you could just take a picture and the AI will do all the work for you. And we launched it. The response immediately was very positive. That's when we knew we had something good on our hands, and we decided to go all in.
Well, Cal publicly launched in May, and Zach was 17 years old.
It was a lot juggling high school and running CalAI at the same time. In the past, all of the projects I had been working on were always side projects to me. I would put school first. If I had a test to study for, I would study for the test, and then I would work on the app. But CalAI, for the first time, I would prioritize. I would put in, on average, 40 hours a week into CalAI on top of school, often working while in school. Took my APs this week, AP tests, sat for 12 hours total, doing nothing. I don't care. There are more important things to discuss. Basically, I didn't even take my AP tests. I didn't think I was going to go to college at this point. So I just sat there and didn't take a single one. Our special sauce at Cal.AI, what we really do right is influencer marketing. And that's where a far majority of our spending goes to. We have many competitors. These apps are the reason that we started Cal.AI. It's because they suck. There are many misconceptions about Cal.AI and what AI can do. Some of our users expect it to have X-ray vision, where if you take a picture of a bowl of food and you hid things at the bottom of the bowl, it's going to pick it up. It won't. You have to make sure every ingredient is clearly in frame. And we try to teach the users early on in the app's tutorial how to use the scanner the most effectively. All refunds are handled by Apple directly. We don't process payments ourselves within the app, and that's a common misconception of many users.
Nigga, you want a $2 refund? $30 refund? Bro, relax. Calm down.
They think the app actually handles payments and takes in credit card info, but they don't. Apple does, so you have to directly request a refund with them. I started learning to code when I was 7 years old. I was obsessed with video games like Minecraft and Roblox, and so I begged my mom to put me in a summer camp to teach me how to make my own. There were many different factors that drove me to be an entrepreneur at such a young age. The biggest was that I always felt like I was pushed down a very narrow path in the school system because I want to get a good grade on this test so that I could get into a good college, so that I could get a good job, so that I could make money. And then I decided if I could skip all of those steps and just make money, then I wouldn't be stressed anymore. My freshman year of high school, I built an unblocked gaming website that lets students play games in school, bypassing the internet blocking protocols.
Damn, Zach sold this gaming website totally signs when he was 16 years old for about 100,000. So that boy was making money in high school. The public school system will label this kid lazy and unfocused. Imagine if he had a school system that encouraged his talents. Boy, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That shit didn't pause. It didn't turn him on, man. The shit didn't turn him on for nothing. But that AI did, though. Coding did. He was into that. That got his gears. And this is why I don't believe the phrase how you do everything, how you do anything is how you do everything. I don't believe that, because this is a prime example. He wasn't motivated to do schoolwork. He wasn't motivated to do it. He wasn't on top of his shit. He was not doing it. But when it came to his fucking his business, when it came to creating those apps and shit like that, he was on it. He was clockwork. Like clockwork. So I don't believe the whole idea of how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I don't believe that no more. I used to believe that, but I don't believe that. I don't.
Building Cal.AI was very inexpensive because I programmed it along with Henry. It was only when we launched to the public that we really spent money.
So it cost $2,000 to test out initial marketing channels when Cal.AI launched.
Scaling the business took everything I made from Totally Science, and then Blake doubled that on top of it. Because of Apple's payout calendar, they pay you about 45 days after you make a sale. And so because of that, we were scaling faster than Apple was paying us, which meant that for months, we were putting money in and weren't seeing a proportional amount of money out. It took about 6 months before we were finally ahead of Apple's payout schedule, and we were making more than we were paying. And this sounds a little confusing. It sounds like maybe we weren't profitable. We were very profitable during that time. Build something that can push that even further. I think entrepreneurship is really cool because at the end of the day, age doesn't really matter much. You're either good or not good at what you do.
Nope, I agree. He cooked it. So now we know who the face of that app is. Like I said, I see it all the time on my app. Now I can put a face to it. That's what's up, man. 18 years old, been doing this shit for a minute. That lets you know, bro, AI can do a lot. I've been slacking on it. I haven't been using it to its fullest potential. I've been using it to its fullest potential in regards to building this channel. I have been using it, but nigga, I need to do something. I need to find some other shit. I need to find some other problems to solve. I need to find some other problems to solve, bro. Real talk. I do. Man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get rich quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, let's get our money up.